So yeah, so this is like an atmospheric walking sim. I'm not sure exactly what the story is going to be about. It just it's one of those games I saw on Steam. It looks really, really cool. I wanted to try it out. I got the opportunity to try it out. Developer sent me over a key, so I figured, let's do it. It came out last Friday. I think it's last Friday. I don't know what to expect. We're going into this totally blind. It has been a little while since we see it, but I understand. People have lives, man. But it's good to see you. I mean, just, you know, I may not have seen you around for a little while, but hey, you're back. People are popping every now and again. It makes sense. I mean, not everybody is into the sort of stuff I normally play. I do play a lot of weird shit. Obviously, we're waiting for 3.0. When 3.0 drops, we'll probably be doing a lot of that. October is there's a lot of big stuff coming out in October too. Wait, what? My memory's not that great either. We're getting old, Red Dog. We're getting up there, man.
Here you are. Are you settling in all right?
Huh? Who are you? What are you?
What?
Am I dead?
Don't tell me you're surprised. You're overreacting.
Well, what is this place? And who are you again?
So many questions. But I'm not the one to answer them. I am to meet you and take you to the one who you should really ask. So why don't we set out on our journey?
Lol, you got a big wish list, Knoxford? Lol. Yeah, my wish list is... I've got about 30 titles on mine, but my wish list is kind of weird. I don't use a wish list as a wish list. I use my wish list on Steam as to kind of keep track of upcoming games I want to play. So, there's very few, if any, games on my wish list are games that are already out that I want to buy. I think there's one at the moment, which is the There's one at the moment, a game on my wish list is one I'm waiting for a sale. And that's I think it's one of the Final Fantasy titles. There's some nice artwork here. Voice acting, yeah. After 15 hours of hub without any voices and just some weird mumbling, it's nice to hear voices. Dad? It could be.
Keep it up. One step at a time. Don't mind what you see here. There's absolutely nothing to look at.
I'm looking at the pictures, mate. What the hell has he got on his... Is he got a really elongated face, or is he wearing like a face mask? I can't quite tell looking at this picture. Oh! Scantily clad ladies! That's a lot in Oxford. Yeah, I think a lot of people would have may have come and discovered me through Star Citizen or some bigger title, but kind of hang out to look at some of the smaller, weirder shit. I mean, hey, like this. This is like a smaller title. I mean, I think it's like $5-6 on Steam. It's only a shortish game, but it's titles like this are the sort of thing that most people would probably would look at on Steam, think, hey, that looks cool, but and then kind of not think anything of it. I like to try out some titles like that to kind of give people an idea of potentially what some sort of things they may be missing. You know what I mean? These candles are big, man. Are we small or are these candles big? They look big. He's sitting down waiting for us.
This place looks familiar, eh?
I've never seen it before. Calling something familiar around these parts would be rather far-fetched.
Never mind.
It's called Caligo,
You'll
JDJ.
remember soon. Come in and go upstairs.
What will I find there?
This lighthouse will lead you home. It's hard to explain. You'll know it when you get there. Don't rush it. What I like about this place is that there's absolutely no reason to hurry. Time means nothing here.
Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
So basically what he's saying is, take your time, you haven't got to rush through the experience, just take as long as you want, right? But yeah, Caligo is what it's called, JDJ. It's from a developer called Krealit. It's a small indie, like walking simulator sort of game. It looks very good. And as Lollipop said, it's got voice acting. Well, I mean, you say I play most games. I do play a lot. I do play a lot of variety. I do like to. I've got a very differing tastes, and I like to look at a little bit of a lot of stuff. You know, look at a lot of different titles. But I mean, I still probably don't look at anywhere near, probably not even 5% of the games that get released on Steam, because there's so much stuff on Steam these days. It's ridiculous. But you know, this is only the second game we've looked at this week, but tomorrow we'll probably check out Cuphead, and I also want to look at Ruiner today. So we got 4 titles this week I want to look at.
How weird. This place seems so familiar.
Maybe even Infra. We can check out the last part of that if I get a chance. I do want to check that out as well. Now that's kind of cool. Obviously, so you got WSA&D, so you know, WSA&D into war. But if you notice, when you're crouched, if you're crouched and you're walking, you can see he's actually leans over as he's strafing left and right. How most games you mean off the beaten track? Yeah, I like to look at stuff. I don't stick with just the big titles. Obviously, you can't do that, but I do like to hang on, that's a picture. I think there was an achievement I saw, which was to get collect all of the pictures, and now we know what that was referring to. So there is collecting to do. So let's just make sure that we pick up the pictures. I mean, October's going to be a really weird month though, because there's so many big games coming out in October and November. As without any of the smaller indies, it's going to be really tough to figure out exactly what I want to play and what order to look at stuff in. It's going to be so much. There's so much happening. There's so many titles. It's going to be tough trying to decide what to play, man. It's going to be a tough time. I mean, as far as the bigger titles, I've got a few of them pre-ordered. Those would probably be the ones I focus on first. The ones I've pre-ordered. I am lucky enough that I do get. I quite often get sent keys for indie games I want to look at. Like this one, I got sent a key for. Same with Hob. But AAA games, the bigger games, I will never ever get those sent to me for free. I always buy those. You know, we're talking about like the Assassin's Creed or like Shadow War. Those titles are ones I always would buy. But there's a lot, man. I had the TBA on BioWare's Anthem changed to a date. I don't think so yet. I don't think nothing's been said or anything about that yet.
I think I'm beginning to understand. How many times have I seen you? Too many to count, right?
It's called Caligo. JDJ? Caligo. It's in the title up there. Thank you, Red Dog. Motions. Yeah. It does. The movement on it is a little bit. I don't know. There's a little bit of blur on it, and there's no option to turn it off. So that'd be something you'd have to probably do in the console if you did.
Do not linger. The master
See you later,
is
Golok.
waiting.
He's
Sorry
been waiting
about
for
the
quite a
sickness.
while. He can wait some more. After all, time means nothing here. You said it yourself. At least somewhere it's true.
You're right on this one. It's hard to disagree. In any case, keep it up. We're almost there.
Almost there. I want this guy, this guy here that's talking to us. I want him to take his mask off so we can have a look at what his face looks like. He might have like a really long face, like the dude in that picture, right? And it's not really a mask at all. You know, it's his face.
This place is dead. Not because it died, but because it never had a chance to live. It has its own charm, though.
That's for sure.
A creepy looking place. I'll give it that.
Well, you don't seem to be in a hurry. It's good to see you again. I bet you have a lot of questions.
You're the master, I gather. Yeah, you are absolutely right. My memories about this place are starting to come back, but these are just random pieces. Sensations, even. Everything I see around myself should probably confuse me. Even the fact I'm hearing your voice, but don't see you.
No, not necessarily. You've seen everything countless times. And you've done everything you should. Well, almost everything. But we'll talk about this later. Now, you can ask your questions. Questions. I love them.
Let's start with something simple. Who are you?
He loves questions.
You call this a simple question? Well, I can offer you several answers. I am you. I am your death. I am your creator. I am your creation. Choose whichever you like best. They are all true.
What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense. If you expect me to look for a meaning when there's none, or get it out of you word by word, think again. Since it's you who wants something from me, would you be so kind as to say what it is?
You are right, of course. I'd better tell you the whole story. Sorry, I could not help it. Come closer to our throne. I think it'll be best if we talk face to face.
Let's put a face with a voice, right? Let me just... I'm gonna try to, Let's take the sensitivity down a little bit as well. That might help a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, motion blur, man. I mean, games like this, you can probably... A lot of them you can probably set to, enable to get the console enabled and turn it off in the console. Because it is a very well-known engine, but... It's kind of a bit freaky that it's black and white. I'm just getting a little bit freaked out by the lack of colour. He's a toilet, or is it a different type of phone? And yeah, I mean, as far as my UI and everything around here in Oxford, I've had it. I probably had this somewhat. I paid someone to kind of do me some artwork about 3 years ago now, and I've been using it since. I like it, but it's definitely been around for a while. Wait, is that the throne? I'm guessing that is the throne. Wait, what the fuck? I don't see anyone sitting on it though. So, Elswin, it's not that kind of throne. If you see what I mean, it's not. It's a. You can see it's not the same type of throne.
So, we meet again, face to face.
There he is.
Speaking of which, your face fits this place perfectly, as I see.
That's right. Since you already know you're dead, let's start with your birth. You see, we were together once. One body with no name, no age, no beginning, and no end. But one day, something happened. Even I cannot explain it. Perhaps we got bored. What's important is that we decided to split. This is how you and I became to be.
Keep talking.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you're intrigued. Yes, we ceased to be the absolute. Each of us had our own shortcomings and limitations, but we also found new opportunities. In other words, we gained some features inherent only to each of us. I managed to create our first world. It was poor and wretched, but it was there. You lived your first life in. You even gathered some building blocks for it. I used these blocks to update the first version. I improved it, making it more extensive and diverse. This building material is your life, your every sigh and every impression. I collect them every time you come here. That's why you almost don't remember anything. That was our agreement.
Wait, are you trying to say that all my life that I've lived, all the people I've loved, is no more than an illusion? Has my life been unreal?
Unreal? As you know,
Unreal?
the very concept of reality can exist only in the world we created. By the way, it was one of the biggest and strongest blocks you ever brought me to help with construction. Will it keep on living without us? Yes, it definitely will. Only it doesn't really matter. Since we are immortal, you know.
Oh. Immortal. We are immortal. Okay.
So, does that mean I have to be reborn? That hasn't happened yet. So what's the problem?
Ah, yes. This is the tricky part. But I'm not ready to lay all my cards on the table just yet. I can only say that I don't collect all your memories. You know, some things you see, some impressions you get at some points in your life, make you change your very perception and understanding of it. So, as we agreed, I leave these to you. And before I ask the ultimate question, the question thanks to which we are here today, you must refresh these memories in your mind.
I think I have no choice. Although I don't need it. Tell me what I have to do.
There is a portal behind your back. Enter it. I'll be nearby. You won't see me, but you can hear me.
Oh,
I'll help you.
Okay. There's a portal behind our back. Oh! So there is. Where the fuck did that come from? And it's a walking simulator. Elsewhere, that's why you're walking slowly. It's a walking sim, and you are walking.
Friendly contact approved.
Hey, that looks more normal.
What is this place?
Maybe you'll tell me
Pretty.
it's your life after all.
I'm not sure. I need to look around first.
The fuck sort of place is this? What's the colour of the sky? I mean, what the hell? These weird ass mushrooms with... What the hell is that shit dangling from the bottom of these mushrooms? I mean, it's lucky really they're not green. If they would have been green, it could have been like snot dangling down from them, you know, but... Big things. Big flowers, they look like they got big tongues. What a weird ass place. Oh, hello.
Yeah, now I recognize it.
How interesting. So, what is it then?
This is my childhood. This is how I imagine my pillow fort. The coziest place on earth. Every time I got in with a book in my hands, the rest of the world ceased to exist. At least when I was immersed into the world of a story unraveling before me.
Ah, sounds fascinating.
I mean, here, if you look at that image right there, I mean, that image there was fixed for that environment. I reckon if the FOV was just a little bit wider, you'd be able to read all of the sign. It looks like the FOV is too thin, if you know what I mean. It should be a bit wider, but you can't actually change it, unfortunately. That if the FOV was a bit wider, that might help with like the motion stuff as well. Is that another picture? No. This is obviously his childhood, his toys and stuff, I suppose. Ah, that one there it is, look. That's one. Toy soldiers. Got a book with a weird looking long-faced critter on there. Hello, sir. Toy cars and stuff. We got a little clown. A little clown astronaut's helmet. Pirate's hat. Not all of them, no. We didn't. We left some of them alone. We definitely did. We didn't take all of them out. It's a really good game, though. It was a very cool ending to the game. In a galaxy, though. That's a picture. There's another one. That's probably Dad in the library, I guess. Maybe he was a librarian, or maybe he just liked books. And hello in the galaxy, far, far away. Let's go off the beaten path, just to see if you can. Probably not. We'll probably hit an invisible wall. Yep, there it is. Okay. You have a look in it. Curiosity wants you to have a look. In space, I met you into this dying slow death you're about. Yes. See you again soon, Oxford. Yeah, I kind of bummed. I mean, obviously, with when we have these days without transcode buttons, definitely people seem to suffer a little. I'm definitely gonna start doing it. If I see the point where we don't have a button, I'll have to drop it to 30 FPS rather than 60. I'm gonna hate myself for doing it, but I'm gonna have to. Just so that people don't have buffering and stuff. Not everyone has good internet, sadly. And Twitch, unfortunately, don't always have the button up there.
Yet another cozy corner in the world.
I do. Only I imagined this place much later when I grew. The feelings are completely different, but the purpose is still the same. I've always been keen on good stories. I imagine myself to be a great traveler, an adventurer. Every time I did, I was one. I lived in those stories. I breathed them, and each time my imagination brought me here.
Stories are your passion. That's the reason why you, not me, keep living these lives.
I'm out of a picture. telescope. Is it Buster? Is that a dad with a picture? Oh no, playing with a boat. Nice. 5 o'clock. Chess? No, this is definitely not me. He's got a nice cup of coffee there. Chess? No, I wouldn't do it. Oh, hello. Hello. You horny elf. Look at those ears. Oh, look at those ears. Oh my god. His ears are like a elf lover's dream. Look at the buffering most of the time, so it's not just unity. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, obviously with the I normally been since we've had the affiliate. When the affiliate stuff started, you know, it pretty much had the transcoding button every single day, and for like at least 3 or 4 months, it was there for every day. And so I pushed I'd been doing like 60 FPS every day and pushing the bandwidth really high because people could always drop it down. But obviously, when you get days where they can't drop it down, you've got to do something. You know, because not everybody has, really good internet. I mean, it's not about internet being bad in general. But Twitch is just one of those things. I mean, someone can have good internet, but if they're depending on their location, might not be able to have stable, streaming. You know what I mean? There's a number of factors that can come into it. I just try and do my bit to alleviate it. What is really good internet? Oh, Mom?
Come on, keep up. You're almost there. I'll race you.
Wait, hang on.
Who is that elusive ghost? Ah, that's your dream. Such a beautiful creature.
Yeah, it is a dream. I know why we're here. It was then, in my childhood, while I had my head buried in all those books, when I felt the taste of fantasy. That's when each story I read unfolded into a whole new world.
When you're engrossed in a good book, while having a cup of freshly brewed coffee, it seems that time itself comes to a stop, don't you think?
What fascinates me even more is that there were thousands of such stories.
But yeah, I mean, it's really good internet. It's not about speed or anything. It's just stable, right? Some stable internet, decent speed. Doesn't have to be. I mean, getting really fast internet doesn't mean it's good. I mean, I've got like 80 meg down here and 20 meg up, and it's extremely stable. I maybe have like 1 outage a year if I'm lucky or unlucky. It's been nice. It's been good. I mean, I know people in my area that have like 300 meg down, but have more problems or caps. You know, it depends on what you use it for as well. I mean, mine, I would say mine is good for what I do because of the upstream. I've got decent upstream, which for doing something like videos or Twitch stuff, the upstream is the most important thing. So 20 meg is awesome. I mean, Twitch's buffer limit now is like 6,500, so I could probably cap out at like giving all the bandwidth that Twitch wants and not have a problem. You know, most people probably couldn't do that. Couldn't like stream at 6,000 or 6,500 and be stable. I could. Not that my PC would probably handle it. It'd probably, probably choke, I'm sure. Oh, pretty sky! Pretty! Yeah, I'm sure Rambus has got. I mean, the guys. You go into the continent. You go into like, especially like Scandinavia. They got some crazy internets over there.
Come closer. Don't be afraid. Do you remember how you and I used to sit on the swing when you were a child?
Of course I remember. This was the place where all fantasies materialized. All it took was reach for my dream. Reach for you.
What swing? What that swing? She's over there, waiting for us. Let's go the long way. So we can check out the view. Nice. Look, it looks cool, right? Look at that view. That's a nice looking view. That 80 up 20. Yeah, 80 up 29 is cool. I mean, obviously, as far as like fiber over, over a piece of copper wire, like a normal phone line, 80/20 is about as good as you get, unless you start getting some really weird experimental stuff. I know BT are doing some experimental stuff. Like I think you can get up to like 200 down over the same piece of copper, but I don't know if I would want to trust that, honestly. I'm perfectly happy with what I got. Hello. Who are you?
This old oak still remembers all your adventures. Why don't you have a go on the swing as you used to?
So Red Dog says, oh, in the boonies you get 12 up, 12 down, 1 up. Now, hey, we're in a swing.
Look. Do you see it? It's right there in front of you. It's your palace. Your fortress.
Yeah, I recognize it. I would stay here forever.
I know you would, but I'm afraid it's not possible. Sorry.
No, stop, don't take us away, no. Oh. Oh. At least you got something. At least it's not. At least you have some internet.
It's a pity we left that place behind. That's why I really felt the taste for life for the first time.
Behind. Ahead. These words make little sense here, you know. But let's not get carried away. We need to move forward.
As you say.
What sort of place is this? Now I bet these chains, I bet those chains are fucking heavy, right? Look at the size of them. How they're probably heavy as hell.
What a weird place. Chains tied to odd-looking masts, portholes hidden in rocks, all these skulls. Why? Why all this?
All this is your memories. You'll soon see what it's all about.
This atmosphere, all the freshness and coolness in the air, it's such a familiar feeling. Freedom is the first thing that comes to mind.
I like this place. The world you live in is too vain. There's too much bustle, too many thoughts and worries.
And what's the point in all this?
That's not how I see it. It's just that in all this swirling, you need to find the strength to swim in the right direction.
You might be right. You should know better. After all, I only bring you the building blocks to extend reality.
Got 15 more pictures to find. Right, I think it said 5 or 20, I think the last one we got. I wonder how many we've missed already. It wouldn't surprise me if we have. Some really odd looking places here. Yeah, those chains, I bet they're fucking heavy. Do you think the windows, these circular things, do you think they're just windows looking into the mountain, or it's like buildings inside or something, and those windows, they're like windows in, or like portholes kind of thing? Very odd, right? To see portholes that sort of size in the side of a rock. A big cliff. A big mountain. Big mountain. Or is it just a mirror? Or, I don't know. Ah, it's number 6. I can see it. What is it? Oh, out hiking. Maybe he's getting up. He's getting a bit older. He's like a hiking with a scout or something. Maybe. I guess we're probably walking all the way to the top.
I guess we've reached the top now.
Let's check it.
Let's check it. Yes. Hang on, it doesn't look like the top to me, does it? We're not here yet. Amazon is a real bandwidth hog. I think any streaming service can be a real bandwidth hog, depending on how you watch your content. You know, I mean, I watch most of my content. I watch most of my content in 480p when I stream, not because strictly I don't want to stream high quality. It's just because I never watch stuff in full screen, so I'm happy with I go low quality because that's what I watch. Wait, what is that? But 720 is normally my go-to, or the highest I normally go with any sort of streaming service.
I recognize this place. Of course, it didn't used to look like this when I saw it. But after all, it's not the real thing. This is how I remember it.
Or rather, this is how you sensed it.
I think we need to get on the ship's deck. Look, I think there's someone there. Although I'd rather walk along the shore for a while.
You're right. That's where we have to look for things we came here for. But there's no need to hurry. There's no time here, remember?
Yes, there's no need to hurry. Look for the pictures. Look for the paintings. Weird shit. Why are you glad I don't have a 4K camera? Why would I want a 4K camera? Why the hell would I want that? I suppose it depends what you're taking pictures of in the galaxy, right? I mean, if it's a camera taking pictures of myself, then why the hell would I want it to be higher resolution? It's bad enough when I look at a picture of myself in like low res, let alone high res. High detail wrinkles and stuff. Oh my god. Oh no. No. Come on, there's gotta be at least one around here. Maybe in some. There's gotta be one in here. There's gotta be one somewhere. We come all the way around. Gotta give me a picture. Or something. No. Damn it! There's none! Oh. Although it does make things big though. If you kind of take a picture of something with like a 4K camera, it makes it look very big. Yeah. I was kind of thinking we'd wander around on the beach for a bit and then find some more drawings. But walking that way, we haven't found any, so maybe we'll look the other way. Maybe we'll find one. What is that thing there? Hold on. It's just a shell? Oh, that's kind of disappointing. It's just a shell. Well, look at the other side. Maybe we'll find something that way. That's where obviously we go to get on a ship, but we're gonna look around. We're gonna look to this side first, see if we can see any pictures. You wish ATV had low-res cameras. You think it's old? It's offsetting the makeup blushes. Yes. Well, if you just watch the thing in a smaller window in the galaxy, you don't see it as big of a problem. Like I said, I normally always watch. I watch all of my YouTube videos. Most of my content I watch in like 480p size window. Hey, we found one. in like a smaller window. So I think that's number 7. Let's go back. Let's go on a boat. Let's do it, sure. Let's do it. He says as he keeps walking away. No, stop. Turn around, go back. Go back. Now, a jog button is always nice in games like this, but I can understand why they don't do it. I mean, most like atmospheric sort of walking simulators, it'll be set out. You know, they make you like move a specific speed to kind of help with the pacing. If you could sprint everywhere in a game like this, you kind of ruin the pacing with the voiceovers and stuff.
When I first saw it, it didn't look like a pile of rustling scrap metal at all to me. What I saw was an ancient sea monster, thrown ashore, which was too old to go back into the water.
It wasn't just a trick of the eye.
What is? This is an ancient sea monster? I don't think so. It doesn't look like an ancient sea monster, does it? It looks like an old crappy boat. Oh, is it fun to buy? Oh, there's a dude standing over there. Hang on, let me just make sure there's no more images. Who is this guy? What? Dad?
Hey, sailor, how's it going? It seems a storm is coming. We need to check if everything's fastened. I feel we're in for a bumpy ride.
What's he talking about? This ship has run aground, and it looks like it won't go anywhere anytime soon.
What's with his
Are you
eyes?
sure? Look at him. He doesn't seem to agree with you.
See you later, Red Dog.
Well, for him, this ship is still up and running. The moment I saw it on the shore when I took it for some sea monster. Because then I realized there is absolutely no difference between fiction and reality, between the living and the dead.
This is a bold thing to say.
Exactly. You see, I can use my imagination to give any object, any notion, the meaning I want. All those stories from books, all the worlds they revealed before me weren't the only way out anymore. I realized that I can create these worlds for myself.
You've always understood this.
Yes, always. But only now it gave me a sense of freedom. This old sailor's in denial. He doesn't want to see his ship has run aground.
Exactly.
He can't see.
There's only one snag here. You can't give random meaning to random things, or else the world will turn into chaos. At least when it comes to yourself. But there's always a choice.
And it only depends on me.
It's only a choice.
Hey, sailor, what are you muttering about? There's a storm brewing on the horizon. It'll catch up with us soon. Our friend's heart is wrecked. Get down to the engine room and check how it is. Come on. Gotta move on.
Gotta move on. Now, he obviously doesn't know we're on the ground because his eyes are like stitched up. Man, his eyelids are stitched shut.
Look,
What the
it
fuck?
really is alive.
The fuck? That's some weird shit. Into the belly of the beast.
It looks like it's the heart of the ship.
It is completely dead.
Can we fix it?
We can do anything. Close your eyes. You know what to do. You can open them now.
Oh, look! We fixed it. We just closed our eyes and imagined it was working. And it was working. Because we're clever like that. We really are. We got smarts. Right, now what? Huh?
The best show in the world. I smell trouble.
The best show in the
You're
world.
right about that. You're not going to like what you're about to find behind this door. You see, the world we created has one peculiarity. It's alive.
Alive? What does that mean?
It means that we only lay its foundation, but it keeps developing by itself. If I controlled every bit of this world, there would not be any sense in its existence. Not everything in it is as beautiful as what we saw earlier.
But of course, you are completely impartial, like a true creator.
That's right, and I'm proud of it. How else can it be?
How else can it be indeed? Okay. The best show in the world is through this door. The best show in the world. Oh. What? That does not look like the best show in the world, right? What the? We've been tricked. Let me out. We've been tricked. This is not the best show in the world. This is... I got no idea what it is. The fuck?
This is a prison. Just great. The best manifestation of life. There are a lot of cells here, judging by how many digits there are in the numbers. That's putting it mildly.
Oh yes, there are many cells and many prisoners. Their name is Legion. Let's take a look in one of them. I believe there is an open one on the level above.
I'm not sure I'd want that.
Want it or not, we'll have to. That's our job, my friend.
Okay. It's our job. Remind you of a new version of BSG? What is... Hey, look, there it is. There's an open one. There's a picture in there too.
So enthusiastic. I bet he won't go far.
He's
All jokes
waving!
aside, do you see what he is doing? Watch closely. If you look at his precious screen, you can see that there's another one exactly like him. He's being forced to an electric chair, fed by the energy they're generating with all this relentless pedaling. And every one of them knows that sooner or later, they too will be dragged there and fried in that very chair.
Why are you telling me this? Did you forget it was me who brought these memories from reality?
What?
That's exactly what life I'm living is like. while you are sitting around here in your oblivion.
Oh, come on. Calm down, will you? Let's go. The show must go on, you know.
We got a picture to pick up. Was that a dad watching TV, or is that us? Look at that grin on his face. Oh my god, look at his face. And look at his face, man. How can we look at it? Is it in the galaxy? Is this like looking in a mirror? Because I got this feeling this could be like looking in a mirror. We're gonna F12 that. Look at it. What a nice looking chap. Buns of steel. He looks happy. Why has the toilet got no water in it? Is that kind of one of these weird toilets that don't... What? Why is there no water in the toilet? That's weird. What the fuck is that? I'm guessing, I think Twitch chat is having a bit of an issue. I keep seeing everyone in my chat disappearing and reappearing. I guess the Twitch API or the chat servers are having a bit of a paddy.
What a loathsome place. What are we gonna see up there?
You've probably guessed already, haven't you? That same chair.
Yeah, apart from that, there's basically nothing else here. Where is the immortal soul in this body?
See this white smiling piece of porcelain nearby? That's a soul substitute. It is more than enough, as you can see.
Enough for what? For a crazy show like this? That's even too much.
Hey, I want a mask like that. I would like to have a mask like that and wear it every day on stream. You could wear it every single day on stream with that mask. That would be awesome, I think. It would be awesome. We're slowly climbing up here. I'm pretty sure we missed some pictures. We must have done. But how would you find such a thing? I'm not creative enough. I couldn't make one. You probably don't have much. Probably don't have any much good visibility out of it though. I'm sure your visibility is pretty pooey out of that thing. Pretty poopy. Another picture. This is number 13, I think. I'm not looking here now.
Here's our new lucky boy. Thousands of eyes are glued to the screen right now, all full of envy. Are you ready for your 15 minutes of fame?
This Vanity Fair. Is there another way to get out of here?
Forget about it.
No. There's gotta be another way.
Again, I'm sorry, but there's no other way.
Oh, look at these faces on these things here. Oh. Oh no. What the hell? They have some very, very odd looks on their faces. I'm just saying. And look at that dude in the middle. It looks like the sort of face you might make if someone jammed something really, really big in a place it shouldn't go. Yeah, something like that. sky is weird, man. Really weird. This whole place is weird. I just noticed the sky. What the hell? Over there, what are these buildings or the towers in the distance? I think this is like Mordor, man. He's coming. He's coming to get us. Or we're going to get him, I should say.
Sit.
What the heck? No. No! I don't want to go back there again. There has to be another way. Stop him!
Ouch. I think that hurt. So he ripped the mask off and threw us in a hole. Does that mean we must have been wearing one of those masks? I thought he ripped our face off. That would have been a really cruel thing to do, ripping your face off.
Where are we now?
I know it was hard. That's why we made a deal a long time ago. Where are we, you're asking? Let's take a walk again. You'll see. It'll all end soon, I promise.
Time seems to have stopped here.
You're quite right. Especially for you. Time here is particularly significant.
There's some blood splatter in our face. And can we walk through his legs? And look at his face. What the hell? Oh yeah, we can walk right through his face. Look at his crack. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. That is the stuff. Why is that one bigger than everybody else? And what's going on over there? I'm trying to see what's going on. Oh, what is that down the bottom? Look at that. No! No! Quick. Status. It's not real crotch, it's monster crotch. It's not quite the same. I want to see if I can walk under the guy's legs, and I could, so... What the... We're going down to this battle, aren't we? Right down to into the midst of it.
War, of course. The one that never changes.
Exactly. It never ends. Another manifestation of life. Perhaps the most important one.
It's not that some armies keep clashing on mythical battlefields. It's just that everyone wants to get higher and crush as many as possible, destroying everyone and everything on their way.
Yes. Perpetuum mobile, don't you think? True perpetual motion of the universe. No more, no less.
No way. Are you trying to say that people are driven to make new discoveries just because they want to dominate the world? No. They only want to trample everything they didn't create. Anything that stands on their way while they try and conquer the world.
Keep talking.
The real force of progress is curiosity. It's the desire to develop and complicate the world. These two stories are easily confused. However, someone else's curiosity can also become one of the weapons in this war.
Guns!
Do you think there could be one without the other?
I haven't seen anything like this, but I hope. What choice do I have?
Those guns look out of place. Ah, I got clubbed on the head. Tanks? What? Okay. There's a picture. We got tanks now? Sorry guys, coming through. Don't mind me. Coming through. It's cannons. Matilda. Hello, Jackie. We're working our way over towards the steps over there, I guess, right? Boom! We're getting there. What are we going to find at the top of this? What are we going to find at the top? It's kind of weird how they've got like the flag bearers are like, you know, 2 or 3 times the size of everybody else.
Let's go that way.
What about them? Did anyone ever get to the top?
To the Oracle? No, of course not. What would be the point of keeping something like this, then? What a weird thought. Oh well.
Are you trying to say that we're being treated differently here?
You may say so, yes. But to be honest, I hardly find it attractive. At least it's fun down here. But what's up there? So you get to the top. Have all your questions answered? What next?
Here we go again. It's as if there's nothing else apart from this slaughterhouse down there and the Oracle at the top.
That's how it seems sometimes.
One odd game. He's falling. He's about to get shot in the face. Have a scan around the back. There's one of his resting, Look, he's come around the back, out of the way to fly, and he's just sitting down having a rest. He seems like he shouldn't be sitting down resting, he should be, you know, fighting, right? Like these guys here, look, they're really going at it. There's a lot going on down there. Yeah. A lot of carnage. Lots of carnage. Oh, hello.
She's beautiful, isn't she? Almost perfect.
So, this is the Oracle, I suppose. Now I'll gain some access to some forbidden knowledge.
Of course you will. Come closer. After all, you've reached the top.
Uh-oh. It's a tarp! This is not going to go well, is it? We're going to...
Sorry, I'm not being completely honest. The knowledge you came here for is no secret for those fighting down there. You're also initiated.
Then why all this? Why this endless carnage?
That's a good question. I've been wondering too. You see, this knowledge is so scorching hot that no one really wants to see it for what it is.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Everyone wants to reach the top and ask me about their future. It is that fear of the unknown that leaves people with an impression that they know their future made from wind and ashes, something called power, control, and 1,000 other words.
See which knowledge you are talking about. Death? No. It's too abstract a word. You're talking about obliviating everything we can call ourselves.
That's right. Each of those people is so eager to stick to who they are, and at the same time inevitably losing their identity. Simply because this is life.
What about pain? Isn't it the desire to shield yourself from it forever that makes people subdue everything around them? Build walls?
Walls are made from someone else's pain? No. Pain is an integral part of life. Any change in personality, however small, is pain. And there's only one way to get rid of it. You already mentioned it.
Oblivion.
Now the Master is ready to ask you his question. He's waiting.
He's waiting! Okay. He's waiting to ask us his question. Oh, hello. Who's the chick with the wings? We didn't see the one with the wing. Oh, no, it's the Oracle. It isn't wings. It's the thing behind her back.
So, you've come to the end. It is time to ask the question.
Yep. What is the question?
I'm ready. You may ask.
What is the question, right?
You already know what I want to hear. Either that, or you remember it. Come on, say it yourself.
Of course I know. Or maybe I remembered. You want to know if I'm ready to be born again and live another life.
Yes, there it is. The crossroads. What do you want to do this time? Erase your identity? Regenerate? Be born again and relive all that inspiration and all the pain life gives us? Or have you had enough of going around in circles and now all you want is peace and quiet?
What do you think? What would you rather choose? After all, you can't live without me.
We were inseparable. Don't you remember? Your wish is my wish too.
Wait, what? We can choose? We can stay here or we can start a new life. But if you start a new life, you're going to have another life and you're going to come back here at the end of it, right? So you'll come back here at the end of it to do this again. Fuck it, let's do the top one.
Oblivion. The most precious, but also the most ubiquitous gift. It can wait, though. I choose a new life.
It can wait until we come back next time.
It's time to tell a new story.
Yes.
This is your choice and your burden. I'll see you soon, old friend.
He's gone. His throne is gone. Is that our new life waiting for us over there? See, we are short. Holy shit, look how small we are. Are we really tiny now? We're like a tiny kid. We're really, really small. Mom? Goodbye, peoples. That's probably why we haven't got any hands or feet, Lollipop. So I'm guessing you had two options there. I'm guessing there's probably like two alternate outcomes there, right? Because if you chose to stay, something different would probably happen, maybe. Or either that, or it's going to divert you to the same thing, or potentially you have two different endings you can have. So we were back here where it started. Good. Am I going to be reborn?
Past altars and stages, past temples and taverns, past classy graveyards, past street markets jabber, past peace and past woe, past Mecca and Rome, burned by the sun's blue glow, the earth, the pilgrims roam. They're heavily injured and hunchbacked. They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes are full of sunset. Their hearts are full of daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out abruptly. Up above, the stars are igniting. And birds are screaming gruffly that the world will remain the same. Yes, indeed the same. Dazzling with snowy game, with fondness its unlikely name. The world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever. Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. Which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord. And the things that remain are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service. All daybreaks are still in splendor. The soldier will muck Earth's surface. The poet will be its defender.
Riveting, mate. That was great. Joseph Brodsky. Was that the right choice? Was starting a new life the right choice? We could have stayed in that room with those characters. We could have stayed there with them. I don't know. I mean, we could have done it. We could have stuck with them. Wouldn't odd little game. Seems like such a hipster poem. Lol. That was curious. It was interesting. I'm kind of curious though. I mean, obviously the editor there's obviously more multiple endings there. If you chose the other option, you're going to have a different outcome. I'm going to have to do that at some point before I uninstall it to see what the other outcome would be to stick behind. Wasn't bad. I knew it was going to be kind of short. So was that about just over an hour and 20 minutes or so? It wasn't perfectly timed. Now where's ATV? God damn it! Not going to happen, is it? No ATV for you. Nope. No ATV for you. No, no, no. I'm going to come back to the menu now, I guess. Yes. Ah, okay, we can actually do it. I'm going to just go back to the end and do the last bit again and choose the other option just to see, right? We're doing a lighthouse, throne, oak, old ship, prison, war. I think I missed like 5 pictures. Let's do it. Let's load the last chapter and just do the last little bit again and choose the other option and see the different outcome. Because, you know, we get games with multiple endings. If it gives you the option to try both, you gotta have a look, right?
So, you've come to the end. It is...
I'm ready.
You all ready?
Of course I know.
Yes, us.
What do you think?
We were inseparable.
We're inseparable. Okay, so this time we've had enough. We're gonna stay with these lovely characters. Let's do it.
Life we created has become unbearable. It's time to leave it be. No more. No more of it. I'm staying.
Well then, the throne is yours. Have a seat, Master.
Oh, we're the new boss. We are the new boss. Does that mean these people here are my slaves? Oh, look at that! What? Alright, looking at those hands, no more hand jobs. We're gonna have to get one of these characters here to kind of sort out our needs now, because you're not gonna do it yourself, are you, with that? Well, that was... I don't know which one I would have preferred. Well, this time it's black rather than white, so...
Past altars and stages. Past temples and taverns. Past classy graveyards. Past street markets jabber. Past peace and past woe. Past Mecca and Rome.
I don't know.
Burned by the sun's blue glow. The
I'm
earth,
not sure what I was expecting from the other ending, Lollipop.
They're heavily injured.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from the other end. I was,
They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes
I'm
are
curious to see it,
full
though. I'm
of
curious.
sunset.
I'm glad we looked at it.
Their hearts
Hey,
are
we got an
full
achievement for doing
of
both.
daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out.
Unfortunately, I didn't find all the
above,
pictures,
the stars
which
are
means I didn't get
igniting,
all of the achievements
and
in one
birds
run.
are screaming gruffly that the world
Sad
will
times.
remain the same.
It's just not a perfect game.
Indeed,
Damn it.
the same.
But do I care enough about
Dazzling
achievements to
with
play it again to
snowy
find
game,
them?
with fondness.
I'm not
it's
that much of an
unlike.
achievement junkie to want to really do
The
that.
world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever. Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. Which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord. And the things that remain are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service. All daybreaks are still in
Can't skip
splendor.
it, damn it.
The soldier will muck Earth's surface. The poet will be its defender.
Well, at the very least, you know, running through this has kind of run us up to the end of our day. Tomorrow,